What's up, everybody? People are joining in. I will be hopefully starting up in just a couple minutes, so hopefully everything sounds nice. Again, I'm trying to have this new setup here. We'll be talking in just a couple minutes, so if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We'll be getting started in just a couple minutes, talking about some options trading, market news, all that good stuff. Hopefully the audio sounds great. If you have any troubles with the audio, if it doesn't sound right to you, please let me know, and I can definitely fix it up. If you're here, welcome, welcome. We're gonna get started in just a couple minutes here. It is good to be back. It's been a little bit of time since then. Hopefully, it looks like the issues I've had now with my tech are better. All right, guys, it is great to be back. Welcome if you joined the stream or if you're watching the video afterwards. I have not been live for a little while, and that was because of my computer tech issues I was having. But I just got a new setup, so hopefully everything is going to be fixed. And we're going to be looking at a couple of new topics in the market here. So hopefully the setup is great. Hopefully the sound sounds good. Right now I have the Bitcoin chart open because I'm just like to look at the chart sometimes because the stock market is closed, of course, until Monday morning. And again, this PC update that I have, I've got everything set up. Hopefully, as time goes on, we'll have more and more things updated here. So I'll have a better microphone and everything else. Hopefully, the mic sounds good for now. But hopefully in the future, I know that will be hopefully make it a little bit better. So we'll get one of those like standalone podcast microphones, most likely. We did just hit 30 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So our next goal I just put for 100, and that's not going to be until my goal is 100 by June. So like 6 months out. So fingers crossed we can get that achieved at some point. in the markets over the next couple months. I'm really curious as to know what this spike was in Bitcoin at 407, 408. It's really interesting price action there. Look at that, just trading flat and then just a huge spike in volume, and then someone dipped it out, I guess. Really interesting on that one. Bitcoin is always one of those speculative investments. I will say on that one. Sometimes I like to play the chart in the background, just watch the chart and see what it does. You know, just kind of watch the market and watch the price action, especially of Bitcoin, Ethereum. Anything that's really open, to be honest, because obviously the markets aren't open 24/7. Bitcoin is, of course, but nothing else is open 24 hours. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I don't think Forex is even open. Forex is the idea of trading currency conversions, so like USD to the euro or to whatever it is. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin's doing on the daily here. Whoa. All right. So Bitcoin, we've had that huge rally up between this low here in September. So there's a really low point here in September. Look at that nice little support, if you want to know. So I kind of like to look to see, like, when you ever wonder like what I'm looking at, I'm looking at stocks and trades and everything else in between here. I always like to look to see, like, you know, and it's like the most basic, I guess, idea behind trading crypto, trading stocks, and else is looking for patterns, looking for trends, looking for those kind of things to really understand what a stock's possibly going to do as a result of it. So you can see that it has looks like there's a nice support at 25,000, at least over the last like couple months, where it's kind of traded right around there. It came down and touched the support at about 25,000, rallied back up, broke back down again. So like when it comes to trading stocks, especially stocks, crypto, whatever it is you're trading, you always got to look for like those patterns, those trends, and to see what is going on in the market. And it really helps you to understand what is happening here. So previously, as you can tell, even if you look back even a little bit here, wow, this line is actually like spot on. This is unbelievable. So as you're looking at like Bitcoin, for example, right? So you see this nice little breakdown happening, and then it trades, and it hits a new high. So it breaks down, and then starts to kind of trend upward in this direction, and it hits this little line right here, which I just drew in like literally like 2 minutes ago. And the idea behind it is that it's what's called a resistance line. The resistance line basically focuses on where's the volume rejecting, where are people cashing out, where are people taking the profits, where's a lot of fighting going on a certain stock, on a crypto, whatever it is. So as you can see right here, you know, obviously there's back and forth, but usually it goes a nice little, like, it's having a little bit of an uptrend. It's kind of starting to increase here, but then it hits this point here, and then it bounces back down, like immediately back down, hits the higher point, comes back down, and then it does this little sideways trading again, stays low, and everything else, right? Then you watch it, you know, as time goes on, more and more and more, comes up again, has another retest here. So a lot of times what happens with stocks, crypto, and everything else, you get a nice little retest of the market and a retest of a certain level, a key level, whatever it could possibly be. So this key level at 25,000, you know, it retested it, it tested it once. It said 25,000 was, you know, people were taking their profits. They sold it off, it went back down. Then around again, the market wanted to test it again to see how far can they push it, because again, the farther you push it, the more you can make more money, right? So it pushes it up here, and then again, people that are owning Bitcoin are just like, nope, take my profits again, or whatever the case is, sell it off again. Then it rallies, and then you get this huge breakthrough right here. Now, when you're looking at trading stocks, crypto, anything else like that, you look for these breakthroughs of the resistance. Again, imagine this line right here is like a ceiling, right? And you're bouncing a ball up and up and up over and over again, bounces off the ceiling, bounces off the ceiling, bounces off the ceiling. Eventually, you get to a point where you're going to break through that ceiling, and that's where you see that nice little rally coming into play. So as you can see here, it bounced in the ceiling, but instead of the ball coming back down to the floor, it broke through the ceiling entirely, and then it went up to these newer highs here, which is way up here. So that's where you hit about that $30,000 mark, which is about right here for crypto, which is insane for one Bitcoin. Huge, Ken, with the crypto. I'm gonna pull up Dogecoin just for you, Ken. Let's see, where's Dogecoin at? I know you want to trade Doge. I know you're a big fan of Doge. Oh, look at that. They even got a nice little gif in there. That's insane. Trading Doge, and you're looking at a whopping 9 cents right now, Ken. If you're looking at buying Doge again, look at the low point. Flip it and stack it. Stack it and flip it. Whatever it is you want to call it. Hopefully everything that looks a lot better, Ken. Hopefully the quality is a lot better and sounds better and everything else. I'm hoping. As you know, this PC setup was a pain in the butt. Hopefully you can hear everything I'm saying and everything else too. It sounds like it's quite coming through, so that's good. Dogecoin trading at a whopping 9 cents from a high of God knows when. Oh my God, dude. Dogecoin is wild. So again, hopefully I don't know if you can hear the music or not in the background. Subway just kills the dead noise. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Hopefully it's not too loud or anything. This Dogecoin thing is absolutely wild. There's another good one. Shiba Inu. This thing is such a stupid stock. This thing is such a stupid crypto too. Look at that. Crypto is always so wild to trade. Such a weird thing to trade crypto and everything else. Shiba trading at, I don't even know what that is as a cent and dollar amount, 0.000008. Such a small price to pay for some Shiba Inu coin. Let's go back to Doge. Why not? Why not look at Doge? The Doge. Funny enough, looks like there's a lot of support right here. Looks like at 5 cents. Might be a good time to get in if it comes back down to 5 cents, possibly. Not financial advice, of course. How we doing, Ken? I don't know if you're in here still or not. I don't know if you can hear what's going on, and maybe I might have to change my audio a little bit, but hopefully you're doing well. These stupid advertisements. Obnoxious. Let's go, dude. You know what? Hey, that's all that matters. So Ken, I don't know if you're ever looking at Dogecoin again. Looks like there's a lot of activity down here at the 5 cent mark for Doge. Cause I know that was your Hail Mary that you traded years ago. I think on Robinhood too, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it was Robinhood. Music is nice in the background, not loud. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I was looking for, copyright free music, because I feel like last time, like all the streams, I feel like it was definitely one of those things where the dead noise is kind of annoying. So that's why I wanted to make sure I had something in the background. Yo, we cracking 90s. Dave, I'm looking at Dogecoin, bro. Trying to trade some Doge. It's at a whopping 8.5 cents right now if you're looking for Doge. I had to have Ken explain that to me, Dave, is what you're talking about with the 90s. Hopefully everything, as you can tell, Dave, the setup is a lot better in terms of sound and everything else. I even went through and was able to figure out all this crazy stuff right here of like all the transitions and stuff like that. Just some basic stuff, So it's all there. We can even do a collab webcam at some point if I ever want to do that, but we're not doing that obviously right now. But so, hopefully the settings, it's an improvement, Might have to jump back in. I'm saying, Ken, bro, I'm telling you, you got a squeaky chair. That's crazy. Doge, Ken, I'm telling you right now, Doge, maybe wait till it's like 5 cents again, like down here. Oh, he a streamer. Yeah, I'm a streamer, dude. I've learned from a lot of people, including Dave. Because Dave's streams are fun as ever. Did you see, Dave, that Ninja hit like 400,000? I think on Twitch today because of I think it's because the Eminem skins dropped today or something. If I'm not mistaken, which is absolutely wild. Dude made a lot more money than I did. That's for sure. Learn from you. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, Dave. I'm telling you. You ever see the? I was not even on here anymore. You ever seen like the crypto cum rocket? I was in like a cum rocket cummies, but I don't think it's on here anymore. Might get banned on this from doing this. I don't think it's even on here. No, it's not. It's unfortunate. Want to know what it was doing? I heard about it. I was watching the Tatman stream of it. That's why 400,000, dude, is absolutely insane. That's so many people, man. That's like they were party together. Yeah, of course they were. We don't Fortnite stream here though. We finance stream this one instead to like a Dogecoin at a whopping 8 cents. How are we looking at our portfolio as of late? Not bad, Dave. Not too bad. Again, took that $1,000 loss, which is absolutely insane. So if you saw that one, hey, let me show you. But I already posted that on Instagram, as you saw and stuff like that. These are all my lines, so don't even ignore these. But the crazy thing is about this portfolio. So that trade that I had like a while ago, where I would have made like $400 on it, if I had let it run the whole time through, I would have lost like 7 grand. Fridge Fortnite financials. It rolls off the tongue, man. It absolutely does. I would have lost like 7 grand if I literally didn't close it early because it would have hit above this line right here, which is really annoying. So I cut my loss early. That's part of the trading that I'm learning a lot. You know, you gotta learn. I have not seen that. Yeah, dude, it was. I posted on Instagram, lost like $1,000, a little over 1,000. But you know, we recovered from it. I mean, I'm still up overall, but we recovered from it. But yeah, like, I was supposed to have it where it broke right above my line here on the last day. This is the last day also of the contract, so it closed right above it. So I would have lost 7 grand. No, it's not a bad loss. No, it was 1,000. I already made like I think before that I traded like seven other. I had 7 other positions before, and they all were like I think they combined like 1,000. So like on those trades, I broke even. You know, I lost my profits on it, but Yahoo made a thing about the um, this is like one of the craziest months I think of all time in the stock market, if I'm not mistaken. I think Yahoo wrote an article about that. We'll search Delvin Dolan fans. Fans are dying. Dude, yes, that's tough call. Tough call. I know people have done like OnlyFans, but not even for like the explicit content. They've done OnlyFans for like I know there was someone that did like sports betting for it, which is actually like not bad marketing, I guess. But it's like OnlyFans is like looking for like nudes, and it's not even nudes. It's just just sports bets. Ken, have a safe drive, buddy. I'm gonna be live for a couple hours. I'm gonna record videos anyways, so you know it's all gonna be there. Um, what you get to eat. Let me see if I can find that article actually from Yahoo. I think it was like one of those things where it was best months of all time. I wonder if I wonder if I could find it on here because it was like this. It was like December. This month of November was like the best one of like all time. It was absolutely insane. I don't know if it's on Yahoo Finance or not. Oh, here it is. I just found it was one of the best November gains of the century. Imagine it was forcing him sponsoring by OnlyFans. True, true. Yeah, so it went up over 8% in a month, which is absolutely wild. I'm not going to read all this, but because who reads anymore sometimes? But it literally comes in, Dave. Like, if you, in case you've been watching a lot of the market or not, the S&P had one of the best gains of the century, which just destroyed this trade I had right here. So when I was going to make like $400, $500, all of it just I lost like 1,000 on it. So it's the way the market is, dude. Market goes up 10% in a year, and it rallied 10% in 1 month. Like it's absolutely wild to me. I don't know how that's even a thing. So that's good for like my retirement account and stuff like that, and like my overall portfolio was fine. But that short option trade was just a pain in the butt to deal with. I heard a little bit about it. Yeah, it was insane, and it closed first day of December. It closed up almost 1% first day of December, which is absolutely insane. I couldn't believe it. You know. Um, so I don't know. I highly doubt that the market's going to do this well into December again. There's no way. I don't see it happening at all. Some $3 trillion surge. That's just insane amount of money for it. 5% away from all-time highs. The U.S. equity benchmark climbed 8% in November, a feat achieved fewer than 10 times in the same month since 1928. And what happens when I have a trade that goes against it? Of course, it has one of the most unbelievable feats possible. Like the math behind that is absolutely wild. Because you think about it, you're looking at how many years is that? Looking at 95 years, 12 months in a year. So 1,140 months have gone by since 1928, and it has happened fewer than 10 times. Like, I don't understand that. I just don't. I don't get that. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, of course, that's what happens to me, right? But it's one of those things where the trading really just the market went against it and I cashed out early. The thing about it though, which is really, really good, I guess for my thing, December goes, yeah, I don't think December is rocking up 8-10% again. Um, so what was I gonna do? Let me show you. Like, I'll tell you. I'll tell you this. This is what my number was, right? So I think it was like 380. Yeah, it's weird. 100%. So I think my math was 385. Oh, hang on. Let me do this the old-fashioned way here. So I had $385 is what I would have made on that trade, right? And that trade essentially was had the probability of succeeding 92%. So if I trade this 92 times, I would make $35,420. But those 8 times I lose, it was like $1,500, like I'm down 12 grand. So again, that's like the logical behind it is that if I cut my losses early, then I let the gainers run more and I make more money that way long term. So if I did this trade over and over and over again, in theory, the theoretical math is I'd be up 20 grand over the time of doing this 100 times, which would take about like a couple of years. But because 100 trades is not like an easy thing to do. But yeah, like that's just the math behind that is just wild. Like it was like a less than 1% chance of this happening, and it happened like this year. Um, I think the biggest driver of it was your rate hikes and everything else. So last week, yeah. So Dave, if you're looking at if you're ever looking into options trading, Dave, the thing to really focus on is that you cut your losses earlier and you let your gainers run, so that way you make more of your money. So because you're always going to have a losing trade. I'm never going to make every trade work. I'm never going to hit 100% of my trades. But if you can cut your losses early, the ones that do succeed, you could definitely make a lot more money on the long term. So that's kind of like what my mindset is for it. So losing $1,000, even if I ran that trade 4 more times, I'd still be up overall. So, and that was a 92% chance. So it was, I'm not too worried about it. It's part of the market. But the market definitely rallied a lot because if you look at let me show you this chart right here. So by between March and May of next year, we're looking at a rate cut and not a rate hike. So look at it's paused right now between now and January. March and May, you might see that rate cut start to happen. So they're starting to price in the rate cuts, and when you price in a rate cut, it means it looks really good for the market, for the economy. It means the economy's going to open back up. It is what it is, Dave. It definitely is. So, luckily it's looking like we're gonna have the market kind of, get back to certain levels. I'm not really quite sure. I'll tell you what I'm in right now. Right now I'm in a trade for where am I at here? I'm at a trade for Walgreens right now. Why Walgreens? Because I don't know Walgreens, man. So I'm at a trade for Walgreens right now. Walgreens is at its all-time low right now of like $20. I'm basically betting on it to not go down to 1950. And I make like $50 on that. So Walgreens is what I'm in right now. I'm also in Sirius XM. This is another good one I'm looking at. I'm looking at about like 450 to bet below that. So right now it's kind of trading like at this nice little level right here. So I'm going back to my roots of trading where I'm focusing more on like just making money and just like selling options, right? Um, Again, if you're not really familiar, about how selling options works, yeah, I mean, I'm going back to my roots, Dave. Because the roots is where it's at for me. I think my Tesla trade for sure. Um, that one's been doing all right. If you look at Tesla, can't spell it, Tesla. Um, like Tesla right now is basically getting back to that break even point on my stocks here, which is great. A little bit of rally up, which has been good. But I'm going back to what I'm doing the best of, which is just selling options. Selling options has a lot more chance of winning compared to buying options historically, and just mathematically speaking, statistically speaking. Because again, you're betting for it to not do this, and that means you are on the winning side of it. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to close your position. You can just let it run and do nothing with it. So these are the ones I'm watching right now. Like Uber. Uber's done like an insane run up over after their earnings report. They like destroyed their earnings, which is insane. Revenue was like a little bit lower than expected, but they rallied up like so much. Uber's insane. Broke right through that and then just took off. Absolutely insane. Dave, I don't know. Again, since you've been obviously busy with your job and all stuff like that, have you seen? I don't know if you watched my video from before about Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't know if you've seen that video or not on YouTube. I'll show you what it looks like in case you might have had the chance. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it or not, but it's a really, really good video. Biased, of course. This one right here. I don't know if you've seen that one or not, Dave, by any chance. And anybody else who's watching this. Great video. Biased opinion, of course. But if you haven't seen it, shoop de whoop. You got it, Dodie. If you haven't seen it, Dave, look at this. Like, look at Abercrombie and Fitch. That most most unheard of recovery of all time right now. Mr. Non-Financial Advisor. Dave, I'll summarize it for you really quick. Abercrombie and Fitch is up 200% this year. The clothing company where you have all the colognes and everything else. Yeah, Dave, for sure. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Watch on the way to work. Tell all your coworkers about Fridge Financials, of course. Gotta put the plug in there. I should get some merch and just sell some Fridge Financial t-shirts. Wear them around. Yeah, dude, Abercrombie and Fitch, dude, is up 200%. I think in the video I did a comparison. Let me show you. Abercrombie and Fitch is ANF. Let me show you this crap. This crap is so stupid. I've never even knew this was even a thing, but it just is. Abercrombie and Fitch, year to date. That's why my sister just got a package of things. She's probably helping out then. 240% return in 1 year. That's insane. How does Abercrombie go up 240% a year? And like here's Microsoft, just like 56%. It's like, nah, bro, get on my Abercrombie and Fitch level. That's wild. And just for the comparison, the best stock running up besides that one is Nvidia. Look at that. It's outperforming Nvidia. Like you're telling me Nvidia, which is one of the craziest companies, one of the biggest market caps, a $1.2 trillion market cap, 220% gains. Nope, Abercrombie still 20% higher. Like what? Like that's insane to me, dude. I read that article. I read an article about that, and I was like, that's absolutely insane. But you know what the crazy thing is though, is that like their marketing is so much better. So in this video, right here in this video, I talk about the marketing, so like that they've completely revamped their entire clothing store. There's no models because obviously like nobody liked looking at models and feeling bad about themselves. There's light actually in the stores now compared to anything else, and What else is there? They wrote about. They make clothes for adults. It's not like teenage clothing anymore, like the popular. The former CEO, who apparently is like under a lot of scrutiny right now for harassment lawsuits. Shocker on that one, but the former CEO talked about how he was marketing towards the popular male teenager or something like that. Something weird he said in like an interview. It was something weird like that. And the new CEO took over and she revamped it to make it more clothing for adults. We could do like you can go out in clothing for like happy hour, business meetings, whatever. So like they've completely revamped their line and it's working. Like their earnings are stellar. And if you want to see their their um their counterpart is American Eagle. American, still 40% return, but not even close to 240%. Yeah, dude, it's absolutely wild. Aeropostale is next. Is it? Do they even have a stock, Ken? Let me look at this. I gotta look now. I gotta check and see this. I didn't know if it's even on there. Ken, I know you used to work there. Is it? Let me see here. Nah, it's private. It's privately traded, Ken. Can't publicly trade on the market, unfortunately. Just go work at Abercrombie next. Just like Highland Park Market's not publicly traded, of course. Because why would it be? Yeah, that's just like imagine like just putting in like $1,000 and then you get 200% return on your money. So you're making like you're like 2,000 something dollars return. It's absolutely insane. What's I'm curious to know what GameStop's doing because GameStop's that meme stock of the lifetime. It's crazy because you look at GameStop as like a stock right now. You look at this kind of thing, and you're seeing like you have this huge spike here, and it's like, bro, you gotta zoom out more than that. Like you zoom out like a lot more, and you see like, oh, they don't even track it that. Oh, you know what it was though? They had a stock split. I think that's why. So it was like 400 before. Now it's not. GameStop sucks nowadays. Looks like not doing much. Hmm. $15 for a GameStop share. What other memes are there out there? Amazon's doing fine. Google's doing all right. Oh, AMC. AMC's always a good one too to look at. AMC's trading at absolutely nothing. Used to trade like years ago at like $70 at one point, I think. Oh, they had a reverse split. That's why it was 400 before. Hmm. I just sit there and just like watch like these people that get rich quick off of like these meme ones are just absolutely wild. Um. So yeah. So if you guys ever want to, if you, whoever's watching, that video is there. Covers everything. I go in depth about like Aeropostale, talk about what they're doing, their new marketing strategy, everything else. Really cool. Again, return 200% in a year. Absolutely wild. And again, we just hit 30 subs. So again, thank you guys for spreading the word. If you are spreading the word, I appreciate that a lot. Honestly, 30 subs is insane. My other channel, obviously, like I did a gaming one like years ago, but this one's more knowledgeable wise. So obviously, it's not gaming based, but it's gonna grow. If you want to look, again, we did a video about AI, the pros and cons of that one, recovering from Tesla, investing in Shrek, which is always a cool thing to obviously talk about is investing in Shrek because why would you not want to invest in a movie company like that? Um, so yeah, so if whoever's watching this, if you're ever looking at getting a loan, you're looking at putting a down payment on a house, anything of that kind of nature, looks like maybe June of next year you're gonna have that little rate cut hopefully happening here. So I think the market's getting really excited for that to see a rate cut coming into play here. And again, in like 2 weeks, there's less than 2% chance of a rate hike happening again. Again, rate hike 1% right now priced in with a chance of a cut. Here's your first cut possibility for your rates right here in January, 14.3. Not really a probability, or probable, but March a little bit higher. Actually, no, March is these two are both rate cuts. So look at that. They're probably trying. This is pricing in this is the probability of two rate cuts. So of 63% between these two here. So either you get a 0.25 cut or a 0.5 cut here, and then you can kind of look more and more at the data, more and more cuts, more and more and more and more and more and more, and then they're already starting to price in those rate cuts for the following year. So the rate cuts are definitely a good thing, but you definitely have to be careful about rate cuts and the result because I know that there's been like historical data that talks about how rate cuts also might be bad for in the short term because people might start freaking out a little bit. This is a cool article also. How much money should you have saved by 30? I'm approaching 28 in like a little over a week, so which is crazy. So I read this article a little bit, which is kind of wild. So U.S. families have a national average savings about $8,000 in accounts right now, which might include checking accounts, savings account, money market accounts. Retirement account looking at about 30 grand by the time you're under 35. So if you're not there yet, obviously, could affect LeBron's legacy. Dave, I don't think anything's gonna affect LeBron's legacy anymore, to be honest. I think his legacy's already established. I think he's locked in and loaded. The only thing I can think of is if the only one's gonna affect it is gonna be anybody on the team, like Anthony Davis or anybody else. Dave, do you want me to look at any like stocks or anything, any cryptos, anything you want me to look at? And I know you're a little bit in the investing side of things. If you ever want me to look at anything, just let me know what you want to put in the chat. Anybody that's watching this, tell me what you want me to look at in the chat. I'd be more than happy to take a look, give you my honest opinion on things. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. As you can see the scroll up at the top up here, I'm not a financial advisor. So please do not say that I'm telling you what to do. But this article talks about paying down your credit card debt for sure. If you have any credit card, fair point, fair point. Of course, Dave. Yeah, so I think the how are we looking in the weed stock? Oh, dude, let me tell you actually. Hang on. There's a couple of ones that I know that there's I think Sundial is one of them. Sundial Grower. Oh, is it that one? No. Oh, this is it German one? I pull my Robin, I'll tell you. Not financial advisor. See, Dave, you understand, man. You get it. I want to say it's Sundial. I could be wrong though. They're like penny stocks, anyways. Is it Sundial Growers? No, it's not this one. It's something else. I don't know what that even is. Give me a second, Dave. Oh no, wait. This is a weed one. I know that one for a fact from Robinhood. This is just information on this one. Nothing crazy about that. But I mean, this one, nothing really at the moment. Looks like it's basically trading at $1.50. I don't know if they have a cannabis section. Yeah, do they? Let me take a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, Tilray is a popular one. Let's take a look at that one. You could also trade options on Tilray, funny enough, Dave. What happened here? I'm wondering what happened February. Was there probably like, there's earnings, obviously, but I don't think that's this. Because you look at that one, right? You look at what the other one I just looked at, SNDL. So looking at February, what happened in February? Was it like I wonder if there's like a legalization aspect that like was announced around here. How weird is that? Yeah, let me do this. Random ass spike. Yeah, I mean, hang on, let me. I want to know if it's like just like a couple stocks or if it's like actually just a bunch of them. So, because I'm wondering what that spike is back in February. Let's do this because Yahoo's really good at comparing stuff. Let's go like what 2 years out or 5 years out. Yeah, this nice little. Oh, let me get rid of Arrow. Arrow can get out of here. And then let's compare SNDL. And that's a little spike that happened right here. And that spike happened over here too. This company came out after this, so but there's a spike that happened, yeah, like right here. What else is it? Was there another one? Let me take a look. Kronos. I'm on Robinhood right now. That's why I know these ones. Kronos. I wonder if they also had a spike. Yeah, like what is this? Like look at this. It's just a huge spike happening here with all the weed company stocks on like February 15th. Something must have happened here because then it just I don't know what it was, Dave, but something happened here. But they're all trading at like all-time lows now. It looks like, which is kind of unfortunate if you're investing. Yeah, you always look for those weird little um like patterns, and like this is a pattern right here where it's like you just get this spike for whatever reason. Like look at that. Like they're up, but that one's down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's such a weird thing. Huh. Well, as someone that you look at talk about the stock market, you always look for patterns. So this is all probably because I'm gonna guess prior events. I'm gonna guess this is probably what it was. I'm gonna guess here there was some legalization happening in probably maybe some states, and here there was also some legalization happening in some states. And then everyone's like, "All right, we're done here," and then it moved off, and then everybody sold it off. That's my opinion on that. Something must have happened, like with like legalization or something. Very weird. Um, I was just looking at the top movers too. Top movers are always fun to watch. Did you see, Dave? Let me tell you this one. Okay, so you're talking about like random stocks. Fair assumption, right? Yeah. This one right here, Tupperware, weird company to invest in. Oh, let me get rid of all these ones now. I don't need these anymore. I just need Tupperware. Yeah, look at this. This is wild. Tupperware shot up. This is the company that literally makes Tupperware that like nobody ever buys anymore for whatever reason, and it was up like a lot more than that actually. Hang on, where was it? It like spiked. Yeah, like look at this, dude. It's up like 700% at one point. I think I bought in, like I bought like 100 shares, like right here, and I sold it off like up here. But this thing got so much hype, and they also it was also because the news came out with like a Bad Bunny collab with Tupperware for whatever reason. So Bad Bunny was just out here just partnering with Tupperware. I don't know what the reason was. I don't know if it's still a thing or not. Forget Tupperware's an actual brand. Yeah, that's what I did. I did too. Hang on, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Tupperware, Bad Bunny. Look at this. That's how I can find it, and not just plastic you store food into. Reddit. Oh, good old Reddit. Where was it? It was somewhere. They announced it. Tupperware, Bad Bunny. Oh, it's some dude making a video. Not as cool as me, bro. Get on my level. Where was it? There was some article. I wonder if it's on here because this has all the things in here. Tupperware. So you can find the article somewhere. I go like way, way back. I forgot when I bought it. I bought it so long ago, and like it was so weird. Restructured debt. It was before that. It's here somewhere. The cost to borrow Tupperware. Giant short squeeze brewing. Non-compliance. All right, come on, come on. Try to search up. I don't know why it didn't pop up on there, but they announced it somewhere at some point about it. Oh, it's definitely not here. I definitely traded it in like the summertime. When I'm not working, I'm trading Tupperware. This hype was so real. It was unbelievable for it. Debt restructure. For some reason, debt restructure is a good thing to have as a company when they're like basically broke. Oh my god, where was it? I can't remember the article now. That is unfortunate. There's an article basically came out like a while ago. Yeah, still not looked. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it now. It's really annoying to me. I'm gonna have to find it some. I'm gonna find it at some point. Basically, Bad Bunny, like there was like a rumor of them being partnered with Tupperware, and it was just like everyone and their mom was buying it up and stuff, and it shot it up 600% or whatever the heck this was. The market's here a while, dude. You sit here and you look at like the market. Like I always like to go on Robinhood and see the most active like returns, or the most active gains ones. I can tell you right now what the most top popular ones are. They have a section that says I think it's like biggest gains or something like that. It's all news. Do 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 do. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, Daily Movers. They have a section called Daily Movers, which is always really funny to watch. So like this one is up IXHL, whatever this one is. Inconnects Healthcare. Like that's just so stupid. Like what is even happening here? It doesn't even make any sense. We bound later tonight. Like for gaming, Dave. Oh, thanks for the support, Dave. By the way, and yeah, I'll be on later tonight. The game. I'll be on later for sure, buddy. For joining the stream again, make sure feel free if you would like to subscribe to the channel. Feel free. Obviously, the content is free of charge, so you don't have to pay for anything. Best things in life are free, of course. Where I'll be home around like 10. Yeah. Put in the group chat. Let me know. I'll be around. Thank you for the support, Mr. Dave, as usual. Oh man. Good times, man. Yeah, so I'm looking at this article. So yeah, so this article was definitely really, really interesting, and the focus of it was about how you can basically restructure your money and everything else, and how to get more money. Because again, finances are like the thing that people don't like to talk about enough for whatever reason. I'm not really quite sure as to why. Because finances is that one thing where it's like you need to understand your financial situation, understand your finances in general in order to get yourself ahead in the game, to be successful, to enjoy a nice life, to not work till you're like 85 years old, because I don't think I would ever want to work till I'm 85. I don't think I could ever do that because I would probably lose it on that point. But this article here is really, really good one on the screen here. It really focuses on what you can do to like help with your funds and help grow your funds and grow your account and everything else and grow your money and keep more of your money. Um, I think the first thing that's really, really good that they highlight is your paying down of credit card debt. A lot of people don't understand that your credit card debt is what really eats away at how much money you will actually have for that reason. Because your credit card, bare minimum credit card interest rate is probably like 15%, 10%, something like that, whatever class would be. So if you're putting money into a investment account, into a stock market, into an ETF, if you're putting money into that kind of fund that returns you 8%, 7%, 9%, whatever it is, but your interest rate on your credit card is 13%, 14%, and it outweighs your return on the market, you're still just losing money if you think about it. So if I was to say, like, for example, right? So say, let's do, let me pull up a calculator again, because calculator, it's always good to look at the math and not just be like, oh, let's just talk about it without words, right? So say you have, $1,000 in your, you want to invest $1,000 into the market, right? So you want to put $1,000 into your market, whatever it is, and you get about, again, a 10% return on it. You're gonna make $100, which is great. Obviously you make $100, right? But then say that you have $1,000 in credit card debt and you're paying 15% interest on it. You're paying $150 in interest. You're still losing $50 in money, in equity, in cash every year. If you have just taken that $1,000 and put it right into your account and paid off your credit card in full, then you'll be able to save your money long term. So I definitely think that this article here talking about paying your credit card debt down is definitely a thing you got to do first. Now, I'm not saying that like bad debt is, or that I'm not saying that like debt in general is bad debt, because there are such things as good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is like credit cards, 100%. Good debt is more of like, you put a down payment down for a house and you take a loan on your house, but you get a low percent, like, like 3%, 4%. Because again, as long as it's under that 10% threshold, you're able to, still counteract and still make money in your investments that way. The minute you start to get interest rates that are above 10%, there's no point in putting money into investments until you pay off your debt first. Because you're just losing money anyways, you know? So that's my first thing. I love that. Having an emergency fund, definitely a good thing to have. You know, not having, obviously you don't need to have all your money in an emergency fund, but having some money in an emergency fund definitely is going to help out in that case. Um, Again, eliminating your debt definitely helps. And having some savings goals is definitely a good thing. The median household income of last year was $74,000 before taxes, of course. And it says to save 20% of that, you'll need to squirrel away 14,916 in your bank account or retirement savings account, which is basically $310 a week or 1,200 a month if you're to follow 20%. 20% is a lot, actually, to be honest. If you're ever thinking about putting away 20% of your money, it's actually like not as easy to think it is. Automate transfers to your savings accounts. It's like your 401k is funded by direct deposit from paycheck, which mine is. Start early to leverage compound interest. Of course, the earlier you start investing, the better. I tell people that every single time. Everyone's like, "Oh, how do I make money in investments?" You just start. Start with something. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is that you're starting. Just put in $10, $20, $30, whatever it is. This is an example right here. Someone wrote. This is our publisher wrote, which I think is a good example actually. So if someone starts investing 7,000 at the age of 35 and gets 7% return, they'll have $707,511 at 65. Someone who starts 10 years later and invests 15,500 a year will have less money at 65. About 50,000 less. And they're doubling that. They're doubling the investment. That's 10 years later. Compound interest is your best friend. So I definitely think, if you're looking at going to investments, 100% just start somewhere, whether it's, an ETF, whether it's individual stocks, whatever it is, got to start investing though. I tell people that all the time. Just start. If you want to sit there and not start investing, just go out and party and do whatever, then like that's on you, I guess. But like for me, like I'm putting money away to invest. I'm trying to get these returns. You know, at 65, you'll be almost a millionaire. Which again, a millionaire in 30 years is going to be more of like maybe like $500,000, but absolutely insane. And then again, match your employer if they have it. Consolidate retirement accounts. Yeah, so really, really cool article for sure that I love. I think it's definitely something that like really that people don't understand is the focus of starting investing. If you work a 9 to 5, like most of us do, but the 9 to 5 is paying you obviously not as much as you were hoping to get paid for, you're gonna be working for a long time, no matter what, and that's not what we want to do here. I don't want to work my whole life. I know people that are watching this, if you are watching it, you don't want to work your whole life, right? So like, why would you not just start putting money away now? Even if it's 10, $20, $30, $50. Maybe get a Christmas bonus because Christmas is coming up in less than a month. So you never know with that kind of thing for sure. So it's a good article for sure to read if you have time for it. Let me see if there's anything else for articles. Let me take a look what else is going on in the markets. I always have to click on Lay's news just to see what's going on in the news here. Hackers, crazy. Let's look at stock market news actually. If you're joining the stream, guys, welcome to the stream. If you are just joining in, listening, thank you so much. We're just kind of talking about just what's going on in the market. It's been a little while since I've talked on a live stream because obviously I had my PC issues or my laptop issues. I was streaming on my laptop before, making videos before, and now I'm back on a PC, which is absolutely so much better, so much easier. Things run smoothly. I have a better setup. It's definitely a lot better. Making money off investments complicate your tax a lot. Great question. Not really, to be honest, because if you think about it, and Matt, this is a great question. I'll give you a great example for this one, especially one with like NVIDIA, because I know that you're someone that knows a lot about tech and everything else of like NVIDIA. So, say like you bought NVIDIA at like $150, like down here at the start of the year, and it's up at 460. So you've made about $300. The $300 that you've made is not taxed until you sell your investment. Okay. So if you put money into an investment, whether it's, NVIDIA, Apple, or Google, you don't have to worry about taxes until you sell your position and you realize the gains you make. So if you made $300 on NVIDIA, but you don't sell it, there's no taxes at all because you have not realized those gains entirely, which is great. That's the one good thing about it is that so if you held Nvidia for say 5 years and you bought down at like $50 or whatever it was, like I wish I could have. So if you bought Nvidia at 50 and it goes up to 450, you made $400. But if you haven't sold it, you've paid no taxes on that investment for those 5 years. The minute you sell it, whether it's up here or back down here, whatever, once you sell it, you are realizing the gains of your investment. That is when taxes come into play, if that makes sense. So your taxes don't get touched, and you don't have to worry about that as much until you actually realize the gains, you sell the stock off, and you collect the money in your account. Now, the nice thing is there's two different kinds of taxes here. Investment. Let me tell you the two differences. For dummies, not for dummies. So with taxes especially, because it's a good question to think about, there's two types of taxes that you get taxed on. You have what's called short-term capital gains and long-term capital gains. Actually, this is the wrong article for it. Short-term capital gains tax. So with taxes, you have short-term and long-term capital gains taxes. So gains that you make from selling your assets you've held for a year or less are short-term capital gains. And you get taxed anywhere from 10% to 37% based on what your income is. So for this kind of investment, you are taxed off of your investment if you sell it within a year of buying it. So if you bought NVIDIA now and you sold it before December 2nd of next year and you made money on it, you would have to pay taxes on the gains at what your income tax bracket is. So like for me, I get taxed, I think at like 22% of my income. So if I made $100 on NVIDIA and I sold it within a year, I would pay 22% taxes on the $100, which would be $22. If you hold it for longer than 1 year period, then the tax percentage is lowered because it's not ordinary income anymore. it's taxed at a long-term capital gains, and it can go anywhere from 0 to 20% at the very max based on your actual income here. So it's a little bit better to hold your positions for a lot longer of a time period. That's why I always tell people to hold your stocks for a while. Your investments you have, hold them for 10, 20 years. Your taxes will be absolutely nothing compared to what they would be after a year. It's a lot better that way. Um, yeah, so like I'm in the 22% tax bracket right now. That's what I'm in. I don't know if they have the where's the long term. Oh, here's the long term ones. So here's like again like the real difference between paying on your capital gains tax. And again, we can do it even with a better calculator for an example here. Let's just have this open the whole time. So say you sold off your stocks and you made $10,000 on it, within a year. If you make $10,000 within a year, $10,000, whatever. If you make $10,000 in within 1 year period, I would have to essentially pay 22% in taxes, which means that I would pay $2,000 in taxes. If I made $10,000 and I sold it within after a year period, I would only pay, where am I at? I would pay 15% in taxes. So instead of paying $2,200, I'm paying $1,500. So I'm saving myself $700 in taxes by holding my positions longer than 1 year period, which I think is great. Obviously it's about saving money and everything else. Um, Obviously taxes can be a pain for it, but the good thing also about investments with taxes is that you can use it to your advantage because they have what's called a tax loss harvest, which happens usually at the end of every year. This is an example here if you're wondering. So basically what happens with tax loss harvesting especially is that you are selling a position you have at a loss because it offsets your capital gains that you might have made. So which reduces your taxable gains income that you would have in an investment. So they have an example here. So say you made $20,000 and you're taxed at 30%, you have to pay $7,000 in taxes. But say you sell your $20,000 loss as capital loss, you are actually able to save a lot more money as a result of it. So it's great. So you're basically applying your loss to the gain. You're offsetting your gains here, and then you reduce your ordinary income. So you actually save potentially $8,000 in taxes, as an example here. So there's a lot of things that definitely go into taxes and how you can make money and how you can use taxes to your advantage. But for the most part, even just filing your taxes every year, your brokerage account will send you a form. I think it's a 1090 or something like that. I don't remember what the actual name is off the top of my head. But they'll send you basically a tax form that you bring to you'll bring to your accountant or that you'll bring to TurboTax, as like they're advertising it here. So all you would do is when you're filing your taxes, you would just attach it as a PDF, and then they'll calculate your taxes for you. So it's based on how much you win or lose. But definitely a good question to ask, though. So thank you for that, Matt. If you have any other questions, of course, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. I got plenty of information, hopefully, for you if you want to think about getting invested. Because again, it's all about getting started. Working that 9 to 5 job isn't going to cut it these days, as much as it likes to work. I don't know, Matt, if that made any kind of sense or not, but basically, it's that if you sell within a year, you pay taxes at your income level. And if you sell after a year, you pay taxes that are less than your income level. So you save money taxes long term, which is kind of nice. So I always say you got to hold your investments longer than a year. Makes your life a lot better. And then if you want to offset your taxes, you could sell some of your losing positions off to reduce your gains that you've made to then reduce your tax bill. So, but for the simplest form, if you have an investment in like Robinhood, Webull, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, any kind of brokerage account, any kind of investment you have, they just send you a thing there. they'll send you a thing you attach to your taxes. If someone gets lucky fast, they want a bigger cut. Yeah, 100%. But same thing with like the lottery. Lottery's the same thing. Lottery is I forgot they tax you for the lottery. Lottery you get taxed at. You hit the lottery for the luckiest thing of your life, and you get taxed like a crap ton. Let's see here. Yeah, you get taxed at 37% right away for lottery. Windfall is like 30 or 40%, I thought. Yeah, about there. But it's it's so funny because people are just like, oh my god, I want to take the lot. Like, oh, you can even do, yeah. So you can even be like, oh, like I'm in Connecticut, and say you won $500 million because that's what these things are at. Like, look how much you're paying in taxes. You take it all up front. You're losing 31% in Connecticut if you win 500 million for getting lucky. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, which is why those things you gotta invest in those companies that like you're gonna hold for more than a year. If you're gonna hold for less than a year, you have to have some money put aside just to pay off your taxes in case you make a crap ton of money on it. So you make like $5,000-$10,000 on it within a year, you got to have some money aside to pay your tax bill on that one because you'll be paying taxes on that. It's not always is because I think the way they're thinking about it is that like it's still considered income because you made it in that 1 year period, which is what you're taxed on anyways. So they just qualify it under your income. So I don't know. That's why it's always better to take the payouts for lottery instead of all up front because you're paying that much in taxes all up front, which is insane. I can't believe it's only that much. I thought it'd be higher though, to be honest, but maybe not. I think California's got like huge taxes. Oh no, they don't. Interesting. You don't pay stat. Oh, interesting. I'm just curious if maybe else tax more than Connecticut. Is Connecticut the worst one for taxes? I bet New York's probably pretty bad. Okay, New York's the worst one on the lottery. You win the lottery in New York, you're paying 33% in taxes essentially. Which, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. You make 300 million still, but again, it's 164 million you gotta pay in taxes before you do anything else, before you even see the light and day for it. What else would be a good one? Hawaii? Nope, not Hawaii. I'm trying to think of those big ones, those big states. Nope, Texas. No, Florida. Is Florida a bad one? No. Colorado. Dang, Colorado. Nobody cares about them. Massachusetts. Oh, Massachusetts is actually better than Connecticut. Yeah, the taxes is the biggest issue, and like this article here that I'm going to talk about a little later on, anyways. Um, in the markets every year they have what's called a Santa rally, basically because everyone's getting hyped up about Christmas time and everything else. So they call it a Santa rally every single year. But what happens is a lot of people do. Zach, what's up, dude? I'm so glad you could join, man. I haven't saw heard from you in a while. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. It's good to hear from you. Just talking about taxes a little bit and how everybody gets taxed and everything. So we're looking at like lottery taxes because why not? Everybody gets taxed on things. How's it going, my friend? How we doing? It's nice to see you here. Hope you like the setup. It's a nice chill day here. Um, so the tax loss harvesting usually happens at the end of the year because all those big firms that have like millions upon billions of dollars are reducing their taxes at the end of the year before the new year starts over because it's based on your tax year. So December time, a lot of people take their taxes and try to like sell off a lot. So there's going to be a battle now for this year to see is it going to be a rally or is it going to be a sell off because everyone's taking their tax losses. So I'm curious. Glad to be here. Taxes got me effed up trying to clean the house and get ready for it. Thanks, man. I'm glad you love the setup, man. Dude, this setup was a pain, dude. I was on my laptop before. All my YouTube videos before at this point were on my laptop. And now that I have my PC set up with like a desktop monitor, I have dual screen, I have the whole 9 yards. Like it just feels so much cleaner. It feels so much better. I'm gonna be getting a new microphone next to some point, like one of those like podcast kind of microphones for better sound quality and everything. Yeah, I'm not looking forward. My taxes next year, my accountant is gonna hate me not like hate me, but he's gonna hate seeing it because I sold off my entire portfolio in August. So my Robinhood thing is gonna be like just like so many pieces of paper from all my sells, all my stock trades, everything. Oh, you got the setup set up. Yeah, dude, I got the setup set up because I like to game. So I'm a game on this thing also, but I like to make. Obviously, I love doing my YouTube stuff now. Like I'm so invested in this kind of thing when I have time to. So that's why I'm doing the live stream, of course. So I love this kind of stuff, which is why I was like, you know what? Let me do it. My laptop's starting to go slow anyways, so let me get it all set up so it's good to go. He chose that job. Yeah, that is true. This is true, man. But yeah, I walk into my account and it's like 5, 6 different stacks of paper. Like my Robinhood thing last year was like 50 pages deep that they sent me. I had to rip off all the pages. I had to go. I was at school and I printed those pages off, and I was like, "Dude, this guy's got a huge book. It's like a short story of a tax document here." Because what it is it prints out like everything you do in the year. So I bought this stock, sold this stock, bought this stock. So it's like 50 pages deep. Like it's absolutely insane. Give them a whole folder of like my retirement accounts, my that account, my whatever's. It's all there. All my income tax statements, all that stuff. My college tuition payments because that's a tax write off, which is great. Taxes are gonna be fun this year. I don't think I'll make money this year. I think I'm gonna have to pay. Last year I made some money back, but this year I think I'm gonna have to pay my taxes. Um, but yeah, dude. I mean, taxes honestly isn't as like the real challenging thing with taxes when it usually comes more to like buying a house, having rental properties, having a business, having an LLC. But if you're just investing in the stock market, if you're just investing, having retirement accounts, whatever, like the tax paperwork is easy to understand, which is great. So people freak out and it's like, oh my god, taxes. It's like taxes aren't that bad actually. Like they're not too bad as much. Obviously, I hate paying them, of course, like everybody else does. But the understanding of it though isn't as like brutal as like other things you'd be reading into, which is is what it is for that. Of course, guys, if you guys have any other things you want to ask me in the comment section for the financial stuff, I'd be more than happy to look stuff up, Google stuff, give my input. Investments, stocks, those kind of things. Obviously, none of it's financial advice because I don't get paid enough to be a financial advisor like other people do. Um, if I wanted to go back in time, I probably would try to become a financial advisor because I love this stuff. But you know, now I'm just gonna just bring some knowledge free of charge on YouTube, of course, because that's the way we live. But I love teaching this stuff, man. This stuff's awesome. I like looking at the numbers and going through everything. Um, I was talking about where was it? So Matt, I don't know if you were able to hear this one, but that there was a where was it? Where was it? I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw my last video, Matt. No, it's kind of a plug, but it is what it is. Abercrombie and Fitch, the clothing store that we grew up around in the malls and stuff like that, um, is up 240% in the year. Okay, I was talking about this earlier with other people in the chat. So if you guys are just joining in, welcome. It's good to see you guys. Again, if you have any financial questions, please drop them down in the comment section. I'm more than happy to bring any kind of knowledge, answer questions, just talk finance. 'Cause I just love talking finance, man. I don't know why. I just really love it. And I feel like I'm not even doing a job. I feel like this is just me hanging out talking. But yeah, Matt, the Abercrombie and Fitch store that we grew up around, and Zach, I'm sure you did too. 240% rally this year over a clothing store, which is absolutely wild. I just think like, dude, if I bought money on that, oh, I'd be killing it. 240%. You never see that return. Like ever. Wrong stocks are on top. Dude, that's what I'm saying, Matt. So there was this dude. I gotta show you this, Matt, because since you haven't heard of him in a while, there was this guy, former CEO of Aber. This dude's the worst. This dude is absolutely like he's like under like so many like accusations right now. Um, yeah, like couldn't invest in clothing. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, this is the former CEO accused of shocker on this one, right? Because that's obviously all people knew about was Abercrombie Fitch was the models and everything like that. So he left like a long time ago. They had a new person brought in, and they've revamped the entire brand, and it's like a lot better of a brand now, which is great, at least for people. But this dude is wild. The things he says, like in these interviews and stuff like that, it's just he was like, I like to work with people who are it is NBC one also an investigation of all that. Like this dude is wild. This dude's absolutely wild. And again, with 100% average CEO, valid. The new one though, the new CEO is actually like making a huge difference. Abercrombie, the new Abercrombie CEO is doing a lot better now. She has been someone who's revamped the entire Abercrombie and Fitch brand to fit more of adult clothes, the average person. The clothing stores have lights now. There's no perfume choking you to death. Like she has actually done a very good job, which is why it has done this insane run up. So, but yeah, Zach, I agree. Clothing couldn't really get into clothing. So it's definitely like there's more and more um what do you call it? There's more and more competition every year. Some clothing company just went public or filed their IPO. I forgot who it was. Clothing company. I forgot who it was. Oh, Shein. They just publicly went into to go IPO. My girlfriend says she hates it though. She said they're an awful company to like even talk about because they like rip off all of their clothes from somebody else usually. They were under like a lot of lawsuits too. If I'm not mistaken. Lawsuit, Shein lawsuit, accused of lawsuit, lawsuit. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of clothing companies either. Not for me. As much as I would love to be like, yeah, everyone needs clothes, but I mean, now you have like Amazon and stuff like that, like you just buy clothes online. A lot of people do that. It's just it is what it is. What else is going on in the markets here? Let me take a look. Chart of the week. Where's Wall Street going next year? So these companies think it's going to go higher. These companies think it's going to go lower next year. Very interesting. Hmm. We shall see on that one. So these are like those top, corporations that predict Costco sells clothing. Yeah, that is true, Zach. I forgot about that. Costco does sell clothing. They sell clothing and they sell gold too. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that Costco sold Costco. Did you know they sell gold bars? Imagine buying gold on Costco. Like this is insane, dude. But you know what, man? Like I can't fault it. Cannot fault it at all. Like look at that. You can just buy a nice little gold bar. A nice 1 ounce gold bar. How much is gold going for? Let's see what it's priced at right now. What's gold price right now? Gold price per ounce. $2,072. Wow. Gold is up, man. Wow. Gold isn't even that bad of an investment sometimes. I know people always like to invest in gold. It's not even that bad. Wow. $2,000 for gold. So Zach, if you have Costco, man, go buy yourself some gold. You know, I forgot how much they said it went for. $1,900. I think it says on here. 19. Price is about average for 1 ounce gold bar, but that was a while ago. You know, if you ever want to buy gold, Zach. I've never really wanted it. I've never really invested in gold. I don't know why. I feel like I should. The prepping thing, not as much investment. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Because you never know, dude, with the dollar and everything. It's crazy just like to look at like the dollar, right? You look at like the dollar index, the DXY. No, what's the dollar? Oh, it is this one. Like you look at like the dollar index, like and then you can obviously like zoom out and stuff. Probably one of the most reliable investments. Honestly, yeah, gold probably one of the more reliable investments for sure. It's better than the freaking dollar. So the dollar value's gone down. The dollar is not something to really invest in. I don't know why people like. I mean, it just decreases as time goes on because you print more and more of it into circulation every year. Honestly, dude, but there's people who say the same thing about like Bitcoin, right? Like there's people who say like, "Oh, Bitcoin is a good investment." Other people are like, "No, Bitcoin's not a good investment." It's the thing. The thing is that like we never really will know. Only time will tell who's the investor. You know, who made the call and who didn't. You know, it's like only time will tell with like Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is just insane. But Bitcoin's one of those things where it's just like it's digital gold basically. But a lot of people are just like all against it. Like Warren Buffett's up against crypto, and he's one of the best investors of all time, if not the best investor of all time. And yet sometimes he's against it. You know, different investments cater to different people. You know, Bitcoin is wild. What is it doing? Look at this. Dang. I don't know. I don't even know what happened here. Does it even have like is there a news thing on this? Look at that. That's insane. Yeah, so I mean, obviously, like everybody has their like for me, right? I invest. I do investments in crypto. I do investments in um, stocks and those kind of things. And I also invest in like loaning. I loan money out through a platform. I make money on it. I made like $3 on it though, which is not bad. Through Prosper. So there's all those different kind of investments. Like the thing is, like in this day and age, the thing is really cool is that you always have so many different avenues of investments that like you don't have to invest in every single thing. Like you can buy trading cards. Right now, probably not, but in the future, could absolutely buy like trading cards can and hold them for a long period of time. Pokemon cards is one of them that were like super valuable these days, obviously because of the grading and all that stuff like that. So there's so many different investments. If I could buy stuff with crypto, I would, but it's expensive to do. Yeah, it's all those gas fees and the transaction fees and all that stuff. 100%. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, I'm hoping that crypto's more mainstream. I'm hoping, but yeah, Bitcoin. You got Doge that people always talk about with Dogecoin. Doge is always a fun one to invest in. You got Shiba Inu, the stupid one also. People get rich from it though. People are just like, oh, I read the market and they can predict it and it hits and then they make a crap ton of money. Same thing with like you can invest in forex. Forex is you're trading currencies. Like you can trade the conversion between the euro and the USD. because the conversions are trading every single day. So you could trade these every day, every hour, whatever. I don't know. I think this is closed. Is the market closed? Yeah, Forex is closed. But you could trade Forex. You could trade different currencies. You could do the euro to the USD. You can do, I don't know, Canada. You can do Canada to the USD. You can trade, you name it, you can trade it. There's so many different avenues of investing. It's insane these days. You do the USD to like the Japanese yen. You can just trade all these currencies you want. There's so many avenues. That's like just the thing that's just like, and you don't have, I think the tough thing also is you don't want to overextend yourself in your investments. You want to invest in some things, but not like have so many different investments, so many different accounts that like you can't keep track of them all. Like you want to keep it simple, but like also effective. So like some people have physical gold, some people have Bitcoin, some people have stocks, some people have Forex, some people have this, some people have that. Like, there's so many different avenues of it where you can just trade and just invest and make money. It's actually insane. I know there's a good crypto, Zach. XLM is definitely a good one for like this crypto right here. I've invested in before is one where that it says like that like investor between it makes payments across the country, across the world, like a lot cheaper, and the transactions and the gas fees are like nothing. I wonder if I can Google it. XLM crypto transaction fee. Let me see if I can find it. So like if XLM becomes more mainstream, you're paying nothing for fees. Like that's 0.0001 XLM. XLM is 12 cents. You're paying literally a fraction of a penny for Stellar. So I don't need that. If you're just welcome to the stream, guys, welcome. It's good to see you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to consider subscribing to the channel. Again, we're shooting for 100 by next June. So I give myself a nice little time period of 6 months. If you'd like to see financial content, obviously feel free to subscribe. And if you want to ask me any financial questions, please. I love talking finance. Drop the finance questions in the chat. As you can see, some people already asked some questions about gold, crypto, stocks. You can talk about real estate, whatever it is that's on your mind. Drop it there, and then we will answer it. Does it have a cap? Do you mean like a maximum you can trade for it? Probably. Transaction fees on Stellar. If you're the last person why we chose Stellar, you remember that. Bitcoin transaction fees have ranged from a low of 58 cents to $50 on Ethereum. Transaction fees are from that. Oh, it's fixed. According to this, I did my own research on this though. That's from 4 years ago, but so it's fixed, Zach. It looks like. But it's tied to the actual price itself. So if Stellar goes up to like $100 per coin or whatever, then you gotta pay a little more in fees, obviously, which is fine, I guess. Cabos and does it have a market cap? Like it's only going to be 21. Oh, that I'm not really sure. There's 103 billion total supply right now, so I think there's definitely. Oh, like does it have a market? I think CoinMarketCap.com. Let's take a look. I like this website the best. Market cap is 3 billion. There's not like there's a finite supply. It's alright, Zach, dude. Don't worry about the typing as much. There's a finite supply, so the max supply is 50 billion XLM tokens or coins. Market cap is 3.4 billion. So there's definitely a cap for it. It's not one of those like infinite ones. What's one of those coins that's like infinite in supply? I forgot which one. There's some that are though. Is Doge one of them? Might just lose my head. That's what the problem I had with Doge. Oh, Yep. Doge. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Doge is one of them. Doge definitely is one of them. That's why I remembered. Is Shiba also one of them? I think Shiba is too. Nope, Shiba's got 1,000 trillion. So that's interesting that Shiba has a fixed cap, but Doge doesn't, and Doge is trading at a higher price. That's so weird. How Doge is able to trade at a that's bizarre. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, crypto's always one of those you can't really it's speculative investment is the word I think I'm going to look for. It's a speculative investment, and that's what makes it obviously either good or bad. You gotta hope that it works or hope that it doesn't, and then you got money. So you had like a small percentage, like a small fraction of your money in there. That's what I would do. Very interesting. Is there anything else that has that? Had a lot more. Had a lot more. Yeah. Well, the hype around Doge was insane. The hype around the Dogecoin was like just insane from Elon. Elon just tweeting out and just hyping it up over and over again. Yep. Do you know there's a coin called Dogelon Mars? It's so stupid. Who makes these crap? Dogelon Mars, guys. This took Doge, took Elon, put it together, called it Dogelon, put Mars because he said Doge is going to Mars. Dogelon Mars. Love that one. You know what's crazy though? It's up 2.3%. That's insane. Oh my god, I can't with some of this stuff, man. I don't need that. Oh, imagine buying up there. Whoo! And you're tanking. Good lord. That's insane, man. There's Dogelon Mars. There's there's Cum Rocket Cummies. Like these cryptos are so stupid. Hermia Crypto is Coin Square. I like Cum Rocket. It's a funny one for me. Cum Rocket Cummies is a funny one. Always invest in. I can't believe people are paying this. Look at that huge spike up to like 20 cents for a coin. Now it's not even worth 1 penny. Cum Rocket Cummies, guys. Love that one. You look and there's like so many different ones. There's Shiba, BitShiba, Shiba Inu X, Shiba Lana. Like the crypto space is a wild space. I still have everything and just put all the money into realty income. Smart. No, realty income's a good one to invest in for sure. Let me take a look at realty income. What's their what are they trading at right now? I haven't seen them in a while. I basically did the same kind of thing, but I converted all my crypto into just um Bitcoin and Ethereum for the exposure. But I still took the major ones anyways, and I haven't regretted it. Where is it? Why is it? All right, I don't know why it's not popping up. I hate trading these sometimes. Let me go. Get out of that. I don't need that anymore. What's realty income looking at right now? It's down 13.9% on the year. Trading at $54. All right. If we zoom out though, oh yeah, you definitely should have bought like, yeah, the low was right here during COVID at like 15% down. I like realty income. I definitely think they're a really good one to invest in long term for sure. It is trading at like an all time low. Sorry, not an all-time low. It's at a 5-year low though. Looks like, or it was, not anymore. I like Realty Income. Welcome, guys, to the stream. If you're just joining in, feel free to drop anything down in the chat. Any stocks I'm look at, cryptos, real estates, you name it. We're gonna talk about it. Anything you want to have questions about. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm here to talk finance. I love talking every single day. So welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you all so much. Aaron Daly, thank you for the subscription. What a guy you are, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. Again, we're just here to have fun, learn finance. Again, my goal is to help everybody here. Okay, I'm not trying to like flex and be like, look at my accounts. I've got so much money. Like, I really don't want to do that. My focus for this channel is to bring the finance to everybody and to bring the money with you, to show you how to make some money, to make you be successful so we can all be, rich and successful together here. So I don't want you to be like, oh, flex your money, flex your accounts. My accounts are not going to be flexed on here. My trades will be shown on here, but my flexes will not be on here at all. It's all about getting everything with you guys. So thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, Aaron. You're a real guy. I've known you for years. Hope you're doing well, my friend. The intrinsic value you're looking at is $58. Oh, so it's not a discount, I think, isn't it? Change this to linear. Still a discount a little bit. It's not bad. Not too bad. For sure. Definitely could be a little bit of upside to that one. Anything else you're investing in, Zach, right now at the time that you're looking at? Can I go back to Trading View? I'm going back to Trading View. I need the charts. This is what I trade on every time. I don't know why it doesn't pop up on here, though. Is it because it's a, what's it called? ALT. I don't know why it doesn't pop up on here. It's really annoying. Whatever. Don't matter to me. I'm going to find it at some point. Why isn't oh, it's a fund? Oh, because it's a REIT. That's stupid. Been buying around 50 something. Yeah, nice, man. Let's take a look what we got. Yeah, your bottom. Obviously, you can never tell the bottom because of, obviously, you can't predict the future, obviously, for it. But you definitely had a bottom around here, looks like. That is your bottom at 53. For now. Let's take a look at the daily. Not the Aaron daily, of course. That's the better daily. Yeah, I mean, sub 50 is a good idea for sure. Zach, how many shares do you have, by the way? I'm curious. How many shares do you own? And also, how much money do you have? It's a good time to buy. Yeah, it's 100% a good time to buy. How many shares do you own, and how much cash do you have available to invest? UPS, Starbucks. Yeah, but like, so how many shares of Realty do you have? Of Realty Income, and how much? And I forgot the other thing I was going to say. How much cash do you have to like invest in usually? Let's go. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Yeah, we're here, man. I've been here almost 2 hours. The support is unreal, Sam. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. I know you're subscribed to the channel. I'm not going to beg you for a sub. I don't have to beg you for one. You already gave me a sub a long time ago. Sam's the guy that's been here since day one, just like Zach has for the Discord aspect. Absolutely, everybody that's been in here has been here probably since day one, but Sam and Zach have been the ones holding it down in day one in the Discord for us. So, we're just close deal. Oh, nice, man. What'd you close? What'd you close, dude? What'd you get? What'd you get? How much money you make, and how much money you gonna donate to my channel right now? I don't know if I even have. I don't think I can even do donations because I don't have enough people to follow for donations yet. Let me go to this line. Because here's Let me check 1 second. Finance expands. Finance expands, baby. Yeah, you got it, dude. Sam, you seen this thing, dude? Look at this. Look at this rate hike or the rate cuts coming in. Hopefully next year. Look at the time period now. Your rate cut time period is looking at between March and May and June for next year for rate cuts. That's gonna be exciting. That's why this market took off, man. Everyone's getting hyped about the rate cuts happening and the market's cooling off with the interest rates. You don't have to pay 8% for a new car anymore. You don't have to pay 8% for a new house for a down payment. You don't even pay any of that anymore. Come down to like 4%, 3%. Like that'd be the dream for these loans. Yeah, man. I love Sam. I don't know if you know this or not. I use this tool all the time to watch and to analyze stuff. Discord, I got you, buddy. I'll share it in Discord after the stream. I still haven't downloaded Discord on my computer, and I have to do it. Head to the TTW. Oh, let me take a look. Why? So let me ask this, Sam. Why are you only looking at the stock right now? What are you seeing over here that I'm not seeing? It's got a nice uptrend right now. Do you got any kind of supports, resistance levels? I feel like it's starting to hit this resistance right here a little bit, which is from the high of March. They have GTA 6 exposure. Oh, that's clever. Look from 2013 to 2020. Let me zoom out then. Holy crap, what just happened? Oh my god. Holy Jesus. Wow. That zoom out is wild. I was like, what was the big deal? And then you just see this. Stocks go up, guys. Well, stocks only go up. That's interesting. That's not a bad thing to think about, actually. Ow. What did it run up on that? When did it come out? It came out in September of 2013. Where's that at? September. Holy crap, dude. You're getting 1,000% return in that 7-year period, or in that 8-year period, 7-year period. Look at that, man. That is insanity. Oh, because the hype around GTA 6. Wow. Yeah, that might be the play. That might be a good play. I think about buying that long term and holding it. Sam, I'm guessing it'd be a long term play. I would guess, not a short term like trading that you would do usually. That is insane. Those returns are nuts, man. I have 12 shares right now. Oh, nice, man. What's your average on that one? Maybe more on dips. Holding for years. What's up, man? Tell me what your average is on that one. Zach, did you tell me? Did you give me anything for shares? How many shares you have of Realty and how much cash you got? I'm curious. How much cash you have lying around? I'm never paying for this pro, not yet, anyways. Pardon my chair. 156, I think. Okay. Well, it looks like you're approaching a. You got another resistance point right here, possibly. Looks like Sam. I don't know if you see that or not. That's what I'm seeing. Look like you're getting that you're getting not all time high, but you're getting that another high level. Looks like right here. Maybe get a bounce back. Might get a rejection up here, maybe. Not really sure yet. What's it like going back? Support at some point. Yeah, it looks like there might be. Power up your plan. No, I will not. I am broke. And I will not do that. Yeah, it looks like maybe hit a zone at some point. Looks like hit a zone maybe some point soon. Same for that one too. I hope it dips. 13. All right, I'm back. Zach, what do you got? All right, so what you got? What you got? Realty income shares. How many you got? You got realty income shares. You got the how much cash you got? Because I'm curious to know what you're looking at for realty because you want to look at possibly buying some more. What do you got? Liquid potentially. I'm curious to know. What you got? The dip would be sick though for sure. On that let's go, let me take a look. Also, Sam, did you see my the trades I put in the chat or on Discord? I'm running on Walgreens and Sirius XM. I don't know if you saw those trades or not. Oh man. It's just a vibe night, guys. I'm just vibing right now. Been live almost 2 hours. I don't even feel like I've been live for 2 hours. It's been just a nice, relaxed, mellow night, you know? Oh, you just typed something? I did not. Not yet. I'll peep after them. All right, yeah. Cause so here's my logic. Yeah. So okay, let me show you this. Right. So this is what I'm doing. So here's my watch list. Right. Not realty income. Where's my actual watch list? All right. Let me hang on. Let me show what I got. 2 hours is crazy. Honestly, dude, like I've just been this has been just vibing, man. I've been just chilling. You know, I haven't done much. Just been kind of hanging out. You know, let me show you what I got here. All right. Oh, that's why I'm in stocks. That's why. So I sold a put here at 1950 for Walgreens. Paid out $48 as long as it didn't hit below 1950. So if you look, this is why I marked out right here. I marked out this one, and it broke below a little bit, but then it rebounded right back up. So it looks like there's a lot of support down at 1950, or even below that, or even like $20. It looks like. Slide down from the top of the watch. Oh. On your stock data. I thought I was on the watch list. Am I on the watch list? That's latest symbols. Oh, I pulled it up. That's what I did. Yeah. I'm so stupid sometimes. So Walgreens, right? So so I put down money on Walgreens to not go below 20 or 1950. So my break even right now on my sold contract is right there. So as long as Walgreens doesn't close below 1950, I get paid $50, which is great. Nice easy $50 profit on that one right there. It's already up $20 on that one in the matter of a day, I think, or a week. The reason why I did it is because like if Walgreens goes that low, you know, I'm gonna be collecting a nice. They have a nice dividend right now because they've sold off so much. Is it stable? Not really sure. Obviously, only time will tell. But even if I have to buy 100 shares at 19.50, that's a great starting position for Walgreens, I think. And 9% yield is insanity because I would have 1950 times 100 shares. So I would be paying $1,950 worth of Walgreens for that one. And I would get about 9% in dividends if they keep the dividend, of course. They said they're not going to cut it. Usually, when stocks come down a lot, they cut the dividend. But even then, I would get $175 in dividends for the year. So each quarter, I would get $44 to offset my price target even more, which is crazy. You know, so that would offset my losses just more and more and more, give me more cash, more cash, more cash, and then I can do covered calls against it, and it'll be good to go. You know, so I did one with Walgreens Boots with Walgreens. I don't know why it's Boots Alliance. It's a weird name, but Walgreens. Here's my watch list, Sam. If you want to look at what I'm watching right now for selling options. I'm watching. I'm waiting to see what Neo does after earnings because their earnings are next Monday or on Monday. I thought it was Tuesday. What is it? Doesn't matter. I'm curious to know what Neo is going to do because it looks like it's hitting a pretty solid support level. And Sam, you could probably correct me on this one if I'm wrong, but it really does look like it's at a really solid support level right here. You can go all the way the heck back. It's got a nice little. These charts look a little sane at first, I know. Riot. Yeah, I got Riot on there too. I mean, the thing is with Riot, the way I have Riot on there is because their premiums are pretty good. Let me show you. I haven't gone on this website yet since I have my computer, so. So there's that. I'm in cover call. Hang on, maybe input. Where is it? Where are we at? Where are we? Cash camera. Let me show you. Riot killed me a few years ago. How much did you invest in Riot, Sam? Because like I could sell, you know, I can still get like $35 if I want to, if I want to go for like a huge loss on it or whatever. But you know, obviously Riot's one of those riskier investments, of course, where you might not make as much money. Um, but you know, you can get some nice premium still though on some of these. Like getting $45 on an $11 share of a stock is actually not that bad. You know, Tesla's pays out less than that. Funny enough. So Riot's there. Just I'm there to watch it to see if I get a huge dip. Obviously, Riot just took off today or yesterday, recently. So I'm not looking at Riot at all until I'm like looking maybe if it comes back down to like $9. I'm not trying to get anything before that. I think $9 is like a pretty solid price tag. It looks like it's got a lot of consolidation around the $9 mark. So I'm not trying to go crazy with Riot on that one. Riot's a speculative one to watch. Same thing with Marathon. Marathon's the exact same thing, in case you're wondering. Marathon is super speculative. I'm waiting for it to maybe come back down to like $8. Try BTC to track right. Yeah, 100%. See, I think Marathon's similar. I think Marathon also focuses on cryptos, which will track BTC. So, but have you seen Bitcoin? Like, look at this. I'm trying to figure out, and I haven't looked into it much, Sam and Zach, to be honest. What the crap happened here? Like, look at this. Low volume, low volume, low volume, low volume, low volume. Huge volume. Must have been a huge whale that bought up here. And then low volume again. So, oh, maybe this is it right here. Bitcoin prices break past 39,000, bolstered by ETF hype. Oh, they're still getting the hype on the ETF, I guess. Huh. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a speculative one. What time? 2 o'clock. Oh, what time range is 15-minute range? The 5 range is even more volume. Look at that. 5 range is even more the same thing. So you can look at any volume you want for it. Just a huge spike here. I don't know what it was. A lot of volume came in. So I'm really curious what that possibly could have been. Or the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Is there like a resistance over here or something? No, no way. Is there? Oh my god, it was like way down here. Oh my god, way, way back. No, so it wasn't like that. Huh. Was it 2 a.m.? Oh, was it 2 a.m.? No, it was 2 p.m. I thought. For me at least. It was 1400, which is 2 p.m. Yeah, so it's between 11 and 2 p.m. around here. Go to the weekly. What's the weekly got? Is there support here? I'm not one. Hmm. It's really interesting. That rally is insane, though. By the way, what are these? Oh, this is speeches. Nobody cares. Yeah. So definitely very interesting. What I wanted to do, so we can look for a high before drop. Oh, that makes sense. I got you. What I wanted to say was, Zach, especially for you, I know you don't. In the case, obviously, you have to have some cash lying on to do this. But if you were to bet against Realty Income, you could technically do it. Looking for bullish flag. Yeah. So like, if I mean, you had the cash available, I guess, in this one. So like Zach, I was gonna say, if you had the cash available, just kind of just like hang out and like sell things against Realty Income, you could. You could sell like a $47 one. You sell a contract against Realty Income for the 19th and make $13 on it, but you also have a 99% probability on that. That's wild. I mean, it's $13. I get it on like 4 grand, but still, that's insane. And you bought like 3 of these or 5 of these contracts, you'd make $65. Yeah, so I'm looking at this is where I'm at right now. Sam, I'm looking at 19.5. I only bought one of them though. So I'm at 80% probability right now for this trade. But I bought in at like I think it was 48. 0.48. That's what I got. Yeah, got at 48. Look at my break even would be. $19 even for Walgreens. This thing was trading at like $40 a share at one point. Oh, my break even would be $19.02. It's not too bad of a break even. I'm really mad though, Sam, because I was looking at SoFi. SoFi's had a freaking good couple days. So SoFi's been doing pretty all right. I'm waiting for Uber to freaking pull back. Uber just does not want to chill for whatever reason. I don't know why. Uber's just doing its thing, just doing whatever. Has a really good earnings, looks like. So I'm waiting for Uber to come back a little bit. Because like Uber, you get some nice premiums too. Like look at this. I can't spell Uber. Ruber. Ruby. Uber's a bit. Was that I think the right price? What? It's at 57. What are you? Oh, there, I got it. I'll do it myself. Thanks. Thanks, website. You can get like $30. Look at that. It's not even that bad. You get 91% chance of this hitting. Unless Uber would have to sell off 10% for you to lose money in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. It's possible, obviously. $30 on it, that was pretty nice. You could even do like a farther out one, like January. You can do like that. $102. That's a little more risky. Very interesting. Uber, I know, is one of them. Rivian's a good one for it. These are all ones that have like decent options and also have decent, what's the word? Decent premiums as well. Like Palantir is crazy. If I want to go a month out on Palantir, I can go for like an $18 one and make $29 on it, which I know isn't a lot, but I mean, like, again, I mean, $28 or $29 for nothing is you're doing nothing for this, which is crazy. So this is my idea of like selling options, and if I did this over and over again, I'd make 21% return on the year if I kept doing it, which is absolutely insane. 21% return is absolutely fantastic. It outbeats the SPY, the S&P 500. You know, so I have the Walgreens one. I have one in Siri right now as well. Siri, I have a 450 for next week. I have 3 of them. But I got it in at 11 cents instead of 12 cents. So, guys, just coming to the stream, welcome. If you want to see what I'm doing, obviously, this looks like it might be a lot of things to look at first. But again, anything you have any kind of investment, stocks, crypto, anything you want to talk about, feel free to leave it down in the comment section, of course. I'm always there to answer any of the questions you got here. So, if I kept doing this trade, I would make 131%. Obviously, that's not realistic, but this is what I'm saying right now. So Absolutely insane. Obviously, I bought like 10 contracts, it would be even crazier. But we got like 10 contracts, 4 grand, make $100. As long as it doesn't go down 10%, which it never really does. Absolutely insane. And if it goes down there, then you just sell a covered call and do the same thing. You just roll a covered call over, make money back again. Hermione thinks TMF is going to sell. What the hell? What is that? TMF? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Not factored in the split. Is it the treasuries, Sam? No way. Oh, I guess it is. I think it's this. Interesting. So I'm wondering if this is the treasury. It is this. I'm gonna guess it is. Talking about going to $7. Also not factoring the split though. Yeah, so okay. So here's the thing, right? This thing goes high when the market comes down, right? Because your yields go up when stocks go down, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. This thing has gone down a lot because the market's had an insane rally this whole time. That's my understanding of it. I think that's kind of like how this thing works. Because you're looking at like the COVID highs are because the whole economy shut down, right? And then as the economy opened back up again, then we had interest rates and high inflation, and then it started to kind of come down because of rates, right, Sam? So my guess is right now. Yeah, okay. Because here's my thought process to that. Hang on, let me put on rates as well. So I mean, it's tough, right? Because if you're easing rates, that thing probably isn't going to do well then. They can offer much better returns, so people will move money from stock and put them into bonds, etc. Yeah. But if your rates are cooling off, we have right now we're pricing in a 1.2% chance of a hike, which is very unlikely. 98.79% chance of no change. Right? Your yields only go up, which means that thing's probably going to move more when you have rates going up. But your rates aren't going to go up here. I don't see anything unless some catastrophic thing happens. I feel like. But then again, there's what's the article? S&P 500 predictions 2024. There was a article that I had earlier and I forgot what it was. Let me see if I can find it. Is it this? No, it wasn't that. Yeah, let me go to the history. There was something here. No, Tilray. Oh, right here. This is it. So here's my question, right? Because we have predictions coming out for next year, right, for the market already. One of them is bearish. They're talking about how the recession is delayed and not avoided, right? Recession was delayed but not avoided. Developed markets remain on a recessionary path unless monetary policy eases very significantly. As such, the risk-reward balance is quite favorable for stocks. Got to bow. Oh, that's all right, buddy. Thank you for swinging by, Sam. It was fun, man. I'm so glad you're able to come in and have a nice little chat for a little bit. So we'll have to talk later on. I'm gonna do a video about this anyways, I think, because I want to talk about like what people are predicting for the market for next year. I want to make a video about that one. So I'll post that. I'll probably record it tonight, post it tomorrow, so you can kind of talk about this and you can kind of see what this is gonna be about. Or watch this shit later tonight. Oh, of course, Sam. Yeah, absolutely, man. Take care. Again, I'm gonna record some videos later on tonight, and then I'm gonna edit and upload some of them over the week. So you'll see some of the things I'm gonna talk about. So this is one of the things I'm gonna talk about today in the video is the predictions for next year. So we'll see. But I appreciate you swinging by, dude. It's always a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my friend. I can get rid of this gold bar thing now. Costco's gold bars. Craziness. Anything else going on in the market that I know of? I'm watching. Housing market. Oh, great. Love the housing market. Let's see what they're talking about here. Affordability will improve in 2024, but challenges will remain. Realtor.com says home prices will drop, but the decline in mortgage rates will be limited. Lock-in effect from rates will persist, bringing little relief to the market's lack of supply. Borrowing costs will fall somewhat as easing labor and inflation data prompt the Fed Reserve to turn dovish. The 30-year mortgage rates soared briefly to 8%. God, a mortgage rate of 8% is insane. But while some see a drop as low as 5%, Realtor.com sees an average of a 6.8% mortgage compared to 7.22% in Freddie Mac's latest survey. Still, this will be enough to take the pressure off of buyers who won't feel rushed to buy before rates rise further. Demand should slow, with home prices dropping 1.7%. Still, this will be enough to take the pressure off of okay. Together with the small mortgage payment adaptations for the end of rental upsides. Added construction has already improved conditions. Year-over-year rent growth started slowing since May. And Realtor Outcomes sees an outright decline of 0.2% in 2024. Love that because I am renting. Love that. I know it's weird that I'm renting as a financial advisor, or as not a financial advisor, but I'm renting as someone who does finance stuff. Builders delivered. It's a builders delivered a food and multi. Nice. So as many millennials age past first-time home buying age and more Gen Z approach these years, the current housing landscape is likely to keep these households in the rental market for a longer period as they work to get more money for the growing down payment needed to buy a first home. This trend is expected to sustain robust demand for rental properties. Love that. Whew. What else we got here? Stock shopping spree. Climate Summit Saturday. U.S. S&P returns have been mixed in the last month of the last 5 years. Oh, this is for December. Huh. Down, up, down. Interesting to see what it does. We've entered the final month of 2023, and fingers crossed, stocks will have a great finish after an 8.9% jump in November of that. The market could get a lift from retail investors, the very folks who brought us meme stock mania more than 2 years ago. They were late to this rally, and their initial hesitancy could fuel a continued buying spree. Summer could be a mixed bag. Luckily, the benchmark index has risen almost 20% this year, and it would take a massive decline of 2023 to not end in the black. It's a constant shifting back and forth. Da-da-da-da. That would be interesting to see how the market's going to respond in December after the returns of 9% in November. I'm really curious to see how that's going to work. Meme stock crowd plows into cross asset rally lifting risky bets. Interesting. Rally across all asset classes. Hard this be the best month. Same traders created the so-called memes. I mean, with big bets and speculative companies are back, and they're piling into the market's favorite stocks. Think Amazon and Nvidia, while also buying riskier bets like profitless tech and all things crypto, according to data from investment platform eToro. Nice. People in their investments, man. Some of them don't get it. Oh God, Zach, if you're still listening, buddy, this one's titled "No One Wants Dividend Stocks Anymore" as investors chase tech rally. Investors have largely been in dividend stocks this year. Amid the 2022 bear market, investors piled in dividend-paying stocks in hopes of having a buffer on their invested capital in the form of a dividend as the Reserve began to aggressively hike interest rates. Dividend-paying companies are largely viewed as safer, more stable firms that are non-paying counterparts. And as the stock market plunged more than 20% last year, investors were scrambling for safe havens. And for a brief period of time, at least, value and dividend stocks were better. So far in 2023, investors have purchased just $786 million worth of dividend dividend ETFs, while NASDAQ has surged over 50%. Oh, man. Wow. Interesting. U.S. stock jumps to that. It's time for a correction. It's time for a correction. The bull market in stocks may be on its last leg as consumers start to tap out. Great. History says the next 6 months could bring gains of 9% for stock market investors. The 18th strongest month since 1950. Love that. Based on the best 20 months of the S&P 500, he pointed out that the average forward returns over the next 6 months are 8.8%. So after having an unbelievable month, average returns for the next 6 months are about 8.8%. Love that. We shall see. The FOMO is in full swing. I love the comment section sometimes. Love that. This music is really relaxing. Oh, it's been a long, long stream. Looking at almost 2.5 hours. Man, oh man. And I appreciate every support from every person here. So thank you all for all of this. What I will be doing is I will probably end the stream in just a little bit, and I'm going to record some videos to upload for the week on content. So that way we'll have some videos going out for the week talking about some things I'm looking at in the market and everything else here. So if you are watching this video, I will be having more content coming out. Invest in gold. That is all, dude. You got it, man. Yeah, you can invest in gold for sure, 100%. You could do the gold bars. You could also invest in there's an ETF for gold. I forgot what it was. The S&P. I forgot what it was. There's a You could invest in gold, Matt, directly and buy gold, or you could also buy gold ETFs. You can also buy gold funds as well. There's a gold fund from the market. Oh, I think it's I think it's GLD. So this is a gold trust if you ever want to invest, but if you ever want to put partial money, if you can't buy all, obviously if you don't have like 2 grand to buy like 1 ounce of gold, you can always invest in a gold market fund. Also works, as you can see. So also not a bad idea. That way you still have cash, but you can also have exposure to the gold as well. So you do the gold fund. There's a silver one if you ever want to invest in silver. That's really popular that people invest a lot of money into. So you invest in silver, invest in gold, but you can also get exposure in the market because it's a fund. It's not just like one gold bar. This one is you can buy partial gold shares at least. You can buy fractions if you want to, because you can just buy like you can go on to Robinhood and just buy, or Robinhood, Webull, whatever it is. You can go on to whatever you want to put for it, and you can just buy like a partial share of it or whatever, and you can just invest it in gold here. I think the return has been pretty good for gold this year. This fund is 13.2%. That's pretty good. So you can definitely do that. I don't know about silver though. What's silver at? Silver 6%. So yeah, definitely not a bad investment, like an alternate investment to invest in gold, silver, the metals, those kind of things. You can also buy coins if you really want to. Some people buy coins, they invest in rare coins for whatever reason. I don't think gold's not a bad thing to look at though, for sure. I don't know if you're able to buy like partial ounces of gold though. I actually never really bought gold, Matt, to be honest. So if you ever do, like, let me know. I'm always curious to learn more about like if you ever buy gold and put money into gold or anything like that. Definitely be curious to learn that. Yes, we got, yeah, really interesting. Gold is definitely a commodity for sure. You can invest in what else you can buy crops, like you invest in like corn, in case you ever want to invest in corn. If you ever want to be like, oh, let me invest in some corn. You can always invest in like so that's what's called a commodity, where you basically invest in like the future price of like corn. You can do wood. You can do what else is there? Copper, I think. Oh, that's not a commodity, but you can invest in copper if you want as a metal. You can invest in corn. You can invest in eggs. I think eggs is actually one of them on here. I think. No, maybe not. Maybe not. But you can invest in copper if you want. There's like so many things you can invest in. You can trade these things. So if you invested in copper, you'd be down, 16. Oh no, you'd be up 2% in the year. Love that. You can also rub a lot more up here, but what else is this? I don't think you can invest in like is it lumber? You can invest in lumber if you wanted to. Lumber was crazy because with lumber you could invest in um the pandemic highs. I think for lumber were insane. Is it this one or no? No, it wasn't this one. What was it then? Hang on. You look at that. I mean, oh, it's not even that. I wish I could buy farther than that. But like lumber was like so high like years ago because of the pandemic and the shortage and stuff like that, and it's slowly come back down, which is insane. I wonder if this has it or not. Oh yeah, no, so it was just yeah, we had the big spikes because of inflation and the supply shortage and stuff like that. So lumber was like a crazy one to trade at one point. Let's see if they have an egg one. I don't know if they have an egg one or not. Maybe they do. They have like things for everything you could trade. Oh yeah, look, look at that. Eggs were up at like this. The futures for eggs was $500, and now it's up at 116. Oh, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. That's because we had the huge influx in money for eggs. I can't believe that. That is wild. So high up for the. Oh my god. So here we go. Here we go. So we got wheat, corn, soybeans, oats. You invest in energy, gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, aluminum. You invest in cows, pork, milk, cotton, orange juice, coffee, sugar, cocoa, lumber. Can I see the lumber chart? I am not able to see it because I don't have the thing. Bruh. That's unbelievable. Guess not. Lumber, those are the futures. These are currencies, financials. Yeah, you can invest in corn. I still can't do this, can I? Man, bar chart, you guys are so annoying. Whatever. You can invest in so many weird things. It's fascinating. Can you do? Oh, just that one still. I wonder if there's a different one or not. Yeah, so you can always invest in different things, guys. You know, there's certain things you can invest money into. You can buy futures, and everything else. You can invest in lumber, copper. Like I said, the egg one is wild. So it's always one of those things. Let's see here. Is there anything else about investments here for the day? That's gold. Rate hikes we don't really need anymore. Anything else in the news? Let's take a look. Economic news, anything? Oh yeah, no. Hmm. No, nothing else going on in the news. That's all right. I mean, it's Saturday, so what do you expect much of? Don't really expect much, with the market, everything being closed for the weekend, except for cryptos and all that stuff. There's gold right there at $2,000 an ounce. Yeah, gold is wild. Imagine owning it back then. Whew, you got a huge return. What's the year-to-date return? Yeah, 13.8 over 5 years. Looking at 70% return. So investing in gold, definitely not a bad thing to look at. Love that. All right, guys. So we just hit 2.5 hours, and I think this is gonna be the time I'm gonna call it a night here for the streams. I'm gonna get off and make some dinner and probably record some videos for the week. So make sure if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll be able to have access to that. So thank you guys all so much if you are still watching the stream, or if you came in and joined briefly and you're watching it later on. I do solely I do really, really, I'm going to say solely. I do really appreciate all the effort and all the time you guys put into staying around and asking the questions. I'm going to try to be back again next week on that one. I'm going to record some videos for the week, and I'll be back with another live stream next Saturday. So thank you guys all so much for everything. Hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions, obviously hit me up, Snapchat, Instagram, Discord, whatever it is you got. Hit me up, and I'll be able to answer any questions you got. I hope you guys have a great evening. Make some money this week and enjoy the rest of your night.